Hello, Danae here. I'm sneaking away for a quick moment to just share some things with you, and I'm just going to warn you right now, you might be able to hear either my kids or the TV or my husband or all sorts of things happening down the hallway, but I wanted to pop on and say hello. I had the opportunity to take a little bit of a vacation last week, and so I was able to do that, and I'm back, and we're having a great time now that the sun is coming out. I wanted to share just a couple of things that are happening around Eastridge Church. Particularly, I got to spend a little bit of my weekend with some of the graduating seniors that are a part of our church family. And my husband, he's the high school youth programming director, and he recorded some videos that we're going to be sharing with you. So a handful, not all of our graduating senior class. We actually had 13 kids that were a part of our graduating senior class this year. We got 6 of them on video, and they're just sharing a little bit about who they are, their plans for next year, and how we as a church family can be praying for them. And so keep your eyes open for some of those videos dropping in the next couple of weeks. And we're also going to be letting you know different ways that you can continue to pray and support with your love and just with your prayers. These kids, as they make these plans and go off into college or work or whatever the scenario is, they've had such a different kind of end to their senior year that we want to make sure that they know that their church family loves them extra much. So we're going to give you some more information about that as well. I also wanted to let you know that we're still raising funds for our Mexico house. Now, we're not taking a trip to Mexico this year to build a house, but we are trying to send the money so that the group that is already down there can build a house for this family. So I'm going to link some information about the family that we have, and we've already raised quite a bit of money, but we just need a little bit more to make sure that that house gets built. And so if you want to be a part of it and I've forgotten, we're going to put that link in there for you. The other thing I want to let you know is hopefully you listen to the sermon on Sunday. There is so much happening right now in the world, so much confusion, so much pain, so much heartbreak. And a lot of people want to know, hey, how is my church responding to that? How is the church responding to that? How should I respond to it as a believer? And of course, we think that we can answer some of those questions, and Dwayne did on Sunday. So I'm going to click or put a link also to the message on Sunday, and then we'll let you know kind of about what minute to find if you just want to listen to his thoughts and his call to prayer. We'll let you know about that. I also just want to encourage you in terms of figuring out where you fit into being a solution to some of the problems that we're really recognizing fully. Take those conversations upward. There are a lot of people that want to tell you how to think and tell you how to feel, but we have, I think our leadership team chair said this the other night. He's like, we've got the best guidebook for how to deal with issues of injustice, how we should deal with the marginalized. And I agree, I know Dwayne has said this, we've ignored some of these problems for too long, and it's time to be softened and to listen and to learn, and then to let God help us see how we're called to act. So I want to encourage you in that. I know it's hard. It's sometimes just easier to not think about it at all, but we can, and we'll support each other in that. And again, we have the best guide for what it looks like to live in unity and to live in the kingdom and all that stuff. Okay, I don't want to just go on and on and on because I could, but I won't. Anyway, I wanted to make sure that you knew all of that was happening. And again, we'll make sure you get those links so that you can click into all of that too, and keep your eyes open for those senior videos, and just have a great week. One more thing I forgot to say. You have about a day, if you're a podcast listener, These Days podcast with Dwayne and Ben, you have about a day if you want to be a part of that podcast. Not like you going on the podcast, but they're taking questions for their season finale, which they're recording over the weekend. And so if you've got questions as you're listening, or honestly, if you haven't listened to the podcast at all, but you just want to ask Dwayne and Ben a question, and this is a great way to do it. And hopefully you'll listen to the podcast if they answer it. Anyway, I want to let you know that you can do that. So you want to email thesedays@eastridgechurch.org if you want to ask a question that Dwayne and Ben may answer in their season finale podcast. And keep your eyes and ears open for when that series finale drops. Then they'll be taking a little bit of a break and then opening up for season 2 at a later date. So don't forget,